So welcome to this video. My name is Alex. Now, if you watch the media, if you're engaged with the media in any way, if you watch TV, watch the news, listen to the news reports, are engaged with YouTube, in fact, if you're plugged into the media in any way, shape or form, then you will have this perception of the world in this state of great turmoil. There's such great drama happening on the planet, and that everything is dramatic and so many things to worry about. Such a great sense of dread about the future because so many terrible things look like they're about to happen. However, if you are disconnected from the media and you spend most of your time in nature, then you will not experience this sense of drama. You will feel like the world is a very peaceful place, and you will feel that peace inside of you. Now let me ask you this, which is more real, the peace or the drama? Because when we're in a state of peace, when our inner ocean is calm, so to speak, then we perceive something that is impossible to perceive when we're in a state of drama. So essentially the drama keeps us on this merry-go-round of going up and down and getting anxious and then feeling relieved that this bad thing hasn't happened and then worrying about the next thing and then going up and down. It's a merry-go-round of drama. And it releases certain chemicals into our body. So that's why we like drama, because it releases chemicals which can act like a drug in our body. Adrenaline, for example, is like a drug. People can get hooked on adrenaline. People who drink a lot of coffee, they get hooked on this kind of increased tempo of being. Everything is done at a much quicker tempo, and you get almost hooked on stress. It's like a buzz. You get a buzz from operating at this higher speed where everything is done much more quickly and you're more machine-like. But then peace is absent. When we are stimulating ourselves through external substances, even just sugar, coffee, chocolate, when we are stimulating ourselves through the media, bombarding our mind with all this information, then we are depriving ourselves of what we need more than anything else, which is peace, inner peace, a sense of rest, calm and quietness inside, which cannot be replaced. There is no substitute for that inner quietness, that inner calm, that stillness of our inner ocean. Because as I said, when we are emotionally still, at peace, then beautiful divine secrets are revealed to us. We perceive things which we cannot even begin to understand with our thinking mind. We have to experience them. And this is why it's so important that we disconnect from the media, from this, endless drama, this endless, circus, this dramatic circus of the media, which is threat and outrage and sensationalism, which just gives us all these, this inner picture of what's happening in the world, and it gives us this impression that the world is a dramatic place and that life is drama. Life is not drama, and life does not need to be dramatic. You need peace. You really, really need peace. There's some things that we cannot know until we experience them and perceive them. And most of these things, these divine truths that we can actually perceive ourselves, can only be given to us by what you might call God, when we are in a state of peace and tranquility. And that's why it's really important on a daily basis that we are encouraging a sense of balance within ourselves in any way we can. And this isn't just by switching off the media. This is eating balancing foods, avoiding stimulants like sugar, coffee, chocolate, even carbohydrates, complex sugars, complex carbohydrates, avoiding things which agitate us avoiding foods which agitate us, and eating more foods which calm us, more alkalizing foods, more calming foods, more vegetables, more greens, more extremely alkalizing substances like spirulina and wheatgrass, which is one of my favorites. So that's another aspect of encouraging a state of peace, is the way we eat, and also exercise. We're much more likely to get stressed and agitated if we're not exercising. If we're spending all our time indoors or in four walls, and we're watching the media on top of this and eating junk food or stimulating food, then our life is going to be so devoid of peace. We're going to forget about it. It's going to be like, peace, what a waste of time peace is. I'm so busy and there's all these terrible things happening and I've got to sort this out, and I've got to deal with this, and I've got to worry about this. Who's got time for peace? Peace is a waste of time. Well, it's the other way round. Peace is the most important thing, and should be the most important thing in your life, because only from a place of peace in your heart and your mind can you perceive what is real. And so if you're unable to perceive what is real, your perspective will be off kilter. You'll have a distorted perspective of life and what's important. And it's really important to get your priorities straight. And the only way you can do that is to get the proper perspective on life. And that's a divine perspective. That's a perspective which is informed by divine force, which many call God, which I call God. You can call it whatever you want, but that divine force is real. You could call it love. But a perspective which is informed by a connection with that force, which occurs through us being in a state of peace, where our mind is not constantly thinking and occupied with things we've seen, things we've heard, things we want to do, things we've got to do. But when our mind is quiet and kind of reflecting upon the spiritual nature of reality, or the spiritual nature of ourselves, when our mind turns to God, when it turns to this greater force which informs us and guides us, when we turn our mind to God, then we will see things, and we will hear things, and we will understand things that we can only know when our mind is turned in the right direction. Our mind has to be turned in the right direction for us to understand why we are here and what our purpose is and what is expected or even just required, what is required from us, or how we can benefit. Because we all want to benefit. We all want to benefit from being here. We don't want to be deprived. We don't want to be denying ourselves all the wonderful things in life when there are so many profoundly beautiful, profoundly subtle and magnificent gifts that life has to give us, all of which occur inside, by the way. They all occur in our heart, and they're profound and they're beautiful. But we will be denying ourselves those gifts, or our perception of what that is, that reality. We'll be denying ourselves, and we do deny ourselves that by constantly being focused on the outside world, constantly being focused on the news or the dramas in the media, and dramas between countries, and dramas between leaders, and even if we're not focusing on that, we're focusing on the conflict in our own mind, the duality of our own thoughts, of the conflicting thoughts we have about, we're bad, we're good, this person's bad, this person's good, what that person did to us, and how we should be living our lives, and why we should feel bad about who we are, and the guilt and all this inner drama, this inner turmoil, and we really need to turn away from all of that and just relax and trust that the peace that we feel when we relax, because when you relax, you will feel peace. That's why relaxation is so essential. Not only does relaxation allow fear to dissolve from our heart, because you can't be afraid when you're relaxed. That's a physical impossibility. You cannot be in a state of fear when you are relaxed, because what fear does, it makes us tense up. It makes our hearts tense up. It makes our bodies tense up. So fear is tension. Fear in the body is tension. So when you notice that there, when you notice the tension is there, which is fear, and you allow that tension to dissolve and you relax your body, then fear cannot be present. That's the most important thing to do when you're afraid, is relax, because relaxing your body is a statement, the most powerful and profound statement you can make, that it is safe, that you are safe. When you relax, you're saying, I'm safe. There is no threat, because we tense up when there's threat. So when we relax, we're affirming our safety in the most profound way possible. So it's very important to allow yourself to relax as often as you can remember throughout the day. When you notice you're stressed, when you notice you're running at a higher tempo, you've got caffeine running through your veins, or you've been eating sweets or sugar or whatever it is, and you notice that you're not feeling peaceful, you're not feeling calm, then take a few deep breaths. Actually relax your body, relax your muscles, feel the muscles of your body, your shoulders, let your shoulders relax. Feel your arms relax, your hands. Your hands are directly connected to your heart. Let your hands relax. Let your face muscles relax, because we screw up our faces in tension without even realizing it. Our jaw, we clench our jaw in tension without even realizing it. So become aware. Are you in tension? Are you holding tension? And when you become aware of where tension is being held, scan your body, and when you become aware, let that tension be replaced by relaxation. And if you can, and this is great if you can do this, put your hand on your chest and ask yourself, is there tension in my heart? Is my heart tense? Feel your heart. Do I feel tense? And if you do, then take a few deep, slow breaths. And as you let go of that breath, as you breathe out, let your heart relax as well. And this is one of the most profound things you can do, bar none, relaxing your heart, because all fear gets a grip in our heart and it keeps our heart tense. And guess what? When your heart is tense, it can't be open to the divine communication or the divine gifts, the presence of the divine force that I call God. We can't be open to it because our heart's in a state of tension. It's in the grip of fear, in a grip of tension. So our heart cannot be open when it's tense, and so we cannot be connected to peace. We cannot be connected. We cannot feel the profound beauty of peace if our heart is in a state of tension. It's impossible, absolutely impossible. So get used to relaxing your heart. Practice relaxing your heart. And let that relaxation spread around your body. And say out loud, I want to choose peace. I don't want drama. I want peace. And slow down. Slow your breathing down. Slow everything down. Because the modern world and all the stimulants we put in our body and all the pace of things on screens, that everything is so fast and dramatic and sensationalist that it speeds us up. It speeds up our inner kind of metronome, or our inner tempo speeds up. We don't even realize it. And we're running at this higher kind of speed inside. And that's where stress and high blood pressure comes from. Because we're not calm, we're not relaxed. And this is what we need more than anything else. In this modern stressful world, we need peace, calmness and relaxation more than anything else. And the added bonus, which is possibly the biggest bonus there is in existence, is that when we are relaxed and calm and peaceful, then we perceive so much more of what is divinely true. God communicates with us. God shows us. God gives us insight. It gives us wisdom when we are in that more calm, peaceful place. So that alone is one of the most important reasons to choose peace over stress. Choose peace over drama, and let that peace be felt. It's not just an idea of peace. That you have to feel that peace through your body. And the best way is to let the oxygen that brings energy into your body, let your breathing be more slow, because the speed at which you breathe, your breathing reflects how you're going to feel. So how you breathe is how you're going to feel. If you breathe very shallow and unconsciously, then you'll feel shallow and unconscious. But if you breathe consciously and deeply and slowly, you will feel more grounded, you'll feel more deep, you'll feel more profound. You'll open up to this greater depth. You'll feel this greater depth within you. And you'll feel steady and grounded and calm. And there, like I said, there is no substitute for that feeling. And the insights it brings you, which are the insights you need, by the way. We're all relying on the media. We're all relying on books and YouTube and entertainment to give us insight, inspiration. But the inspiration you need is not going to come out there on a screen somewhere, on a book, off the pages somewhere. It's going to come from you choosing a different emotional experience, choosing peace. And then the insights come from within you. Something speaks from within you. And it gives you amazing insights just from being in a state of peace. You remember what's important. You remember who you are. You remember how important it is to be calm, to be grounded, to be still, to be free of drama, which means free of stress, free of anxiety. And then this sense of trust comes into your heart. When you're in a state of peace, peace brings a sense of trust, and you trust that you are safe. Peace brings us a sense of safety, and it tells us that it's enough, that peace is enough. We don't need anything else. We don't need to, stockpile weapons, stockpile food, make ourselves feel safe by all other means possible. We just need to be in a state of peace, and then we are safe. We feel safe, and we are safe. We can only know that when we access that feeling of peace, which enables that sense of safety to wash over us, wash away our fears, wash away our anxieties, wash away our troubles and our concerns. So, I hope this video has encouraged you to disconnect from all the drama, to stop stimulating yourself to experience drama, to experience ups and downs, highs and lows. You don't need them. You don't need them. You need stability. You need peace, emotional stability, groundedness, peace. So make the changes in your diet that you need to. Eat more grounding foods, eat more green foods. Try and get some wheatgrass into your body, fresh wheatgrass juice, nature's best medicine. Get that into your body if you can. Eat spirulina, very grounding things. Eat more grounding vegetables and eat less stimulating foods, less sugar. And that alone will help you feel more calm and grounded. And combine that with more time in nature, less time in front of a screen, as little time in front of a screen as possible, more time in nature. And if you have to be in the house, put on calming music, music that makes you relax inside. Very important to listen to music which helps you feel calm, that makes you feel peaceful in some way. Help yourself, because trust me, you need more peace, and you'll benefit from more peace. And you'll experience this for yourself when you make the adjustments in your life that you need to make. You'll experience this for yourself, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And you'll be so glad that you made these adjustments, because you'll only benefit. You'll only be glad. There'll be no regret. You'll be so glad that you've moved more towards peace and calmness and stability, and away from the sensationalism, drama, conflict, anxiety, etc., etc. The illusion, you could call it. That's all an illusion. Peace is truth. Peace connects us to the truth, which is divine, and only peace can connect us to that. So, thanks for listening to this talk. I wish you well, and God bless you.